Hey there, you fellers and fellnuts. So today we're going to address high salt alarm on an intex pool saltwater system. So I'm getting a high salt alarm, or a low salt alarm rather, on a saltwater system for the intex pool. But I've tested the salt. I know the salt's good. What's actually happening is that you can see on this plate, we've got a lot of salt buildup. I mean, like real thick. So solve that alarm, make it go away, we got to get rid of the salt. So what I've got here is both the electrodes, and I'm boiling some water, and I've got this thing right here that I'm going to dump the water in and put these in and let them soak for a while, hopefully dissolve most of the salt. But before we dump the water in here, I'm going to go ahead and break off these large chunks, try and do as much removal of salt as I can prior to even putting any water in there. So let me bring you guys over here to the sink and we'll get ready to remove some of this salt. Now, I don't know which one of these is positive and which one's negative, but this is the outlet side, and this is by far the worst side. So my guess would be that this is the negative side. Electrodes flow from positive to negative. So I'm guessing this is the negative side of the thing. So this is what it looks like after some mechanical removal. That one's good to go. This one we don't have nearly as much on, so it should pop right off. We'll give that a quick rinse. And that one's good to go. So now we'll just wait on the water to boil, which it's just getting ready to start, and we'll dump the hot water over these guys. Alrighty, water's boiling. Turn the heat off. And we're gonna dump this water right in here. And we'll leave them submerged for 15-20 minutes or so, and come back once it's done, show you what it looks like. All right. So this has been soaking for a good while now. This salt is at least very loosened up. So I'm using my wife's toothbrush, same thing I used to clean the toilet. And I'm going to scrub these plates. These are looking much better now, but I'm going to go ahead and soak them again. So I'm going to get some more water boiling, and we'll do this one more time. All right, so this is soaked again for a good amount of time. We're going to give this a final clean and then go out and reinstall it. I could probably keep going and keep doing this, but that's going to be good enough. Well, we won't have any issues. So we're going to go pop these suckers back in and turn the pump back on, and everything should be good to go. All right, so we've got our electrodes cleaned off. You got a big electrode and a little electrode. Your big electrode goes on the side of the pool that the water goes back into the pool. Your little electrode goes on the intake side of the pool. These are keyed, so you can't put them in wrong, and they're also different sizes, so you can't put them on the wrong size. So it's pretty simple installation. I'm going to go ahead and pop this one, the short one, back on intake side, a large one back on the outlet side. Put our big nuts back on. We'll get these tight enough so that they won't leak, but not so tight that we strip them out. Put our electrodes back on. Those nuts as well. Be careful not to cross thread these. Like there's plastic. Plastic is not as strong as metal. You can strip these out, I'm sure. Put those back on. So now, before I crank the pump on or do anything, I'm going to open up these valves, check, make sure that we don't have anything leaking out. Once we make sure we don't have anything leaking out, turn the pump back on and turn this thing back on, and make sure we don't have any alarms. Alright, so I don't see any leaks yet. There's not a whole lot of water in there yet, so I'm going to hit my pump. And double check there's no leaks. See any leaks? Turn that on. I'm going to sit here and make sure my working light goes solid and that I don't get any codes when it does. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to adjust this fountain because it's working out of the pool. Alright, that shouldn't be coming out of the pool anymore. If you guys have an intex pool and you live somewhere that's hot, this is a fantastic option. This will help cool down your pool through evaporative cooling. I think I paid like $25 for this thing on Amazon. Our pool, we had a week or so, it was over 100 degrees here, and this significantly cooled down our pool. It went from high 80s, low 90s, I don't remember what it was, but it dropped at like 5 degrees within a day, and the pool actually became usable again. So I highly recommend this if you have an intex pool. You can make your own or buy one. I was going to make my own, but this was a $25 option. And I would have spent $25 on materials at Home Depot getting the right stuff anyways. I don't know if y'all can hear this thing beeping or not. But I'm still getting an alarm, but instead of a low salt alarm, I'm getting a high salt alarm. Which, as I mentioned, there's too much salt in this pool, but I'm not going to drain it to fix it. The high salt is okay. It still will produce chlorine and do all that stuff. This also has a self-clean function on it, which I've never used. So I wonder how that'll work. I'm going to hit that button, see if it's any cleaner. But yeah, so hopefully that helped you guys out. If you're having a low salt alarm on your intex pool, don't throw the whole system out. Just clean those plates off, and most of the time it'll fix itself. So that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We got some exciting things coming to the channel that I'm very excited about. So hopefully it'll be exciting for you guys as well. Alrighty, thanks guys.